What's up, guys? Titan Movers here. We're going to be doing a review on the new Fat Guys Fishing slider molds. And we're going to make it with some phenomenal color. Woohoo! Anyway, we're going to go with a clear with some fluoro orange, fluoro green. The tails are going to be chartreuse. And we're going to have 2 half cups of BP 242 along with the Fat Guys Fishing 2-inch Stinger slider molds. Alright, I'll show you guys how this works in just a few. But yeah, we're going to get the heat and then we will be right back. Alright, while we're waiting for the heat, I'm going to show you guys exactly how this works out. There's some goo left in here for some reason. Alright, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to make a really cool, instead of having to insert tails, you're going to use these sliders to not do it. So, or to not have to insert the tail. You're going to pull these bad boys up. Pull that out. You're going to pull these bad boys up, and it's only going to allow you to shoot the body. You're going to shoot the center rail, and you're just going to shoot the bodies, right? And then when you're ready, you're going to slide all of these down. It's going to line up. You guys can see that. It's going to line up the whole body. You're going to shoot, and it's going to shoot and then bond to your tail here. So when you start off the injection, what you want to do is make sure these are all nice and slid up all the way across the board. And then what I like to do is even when I'm using this clamp here, make sure they're all slid up. And then I like to put the top bolts in just so I don't flash. So I've flashed a couple times. I'll show you guys in a second. But I flashed a couple times not using these top deals here. So you're going to make sure they're up. And then when you're ready, just leave them in the clamp, push them down, shoot the tail section on the outsides, and you'll have a beautiful bonded bait here. So as soon as it gets heated up, I'll kind of walk you guys through the rest of it. Alright guys, so what we got here is some clear plastisol. We heated up. I guess the relative thought process behind it is you brought it up to 350 degrees. I put them in for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, 2 half cuppers. Make sure you are wearing your gloves. We're going to stir that up real well, get all that clear, milky white stuff off the bottom. Alright, so we're going to have to throw that in for another 30 seconds or so. So while we heat this one up, I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with the plastic, or the glitter. Alright, so we're going to... This is the cool thing about this mold, is you don't have to worry about it. So we're just going to mix up the orange. We're going to mix up a little bit of green. So this is that fluoro flake from Bait Plastics. Pretty neat. We're going to stir it in. Ooh, that's pretty gangster. So this stuff you don't want to throw back in the microwave, right? Not a whole lot anyway. So, like I said earlier, we got these pulled up. And then we're going to put it in the clamp. If you don't have the actual this clamp, then make sure you're using all the factory molds, or all the factory bolts. It's going to be a little bit different because I'm trying to film from behind it. Then we're going to take our injector, good old Fat Guys Fishing 4-ounce injector. Ooh, look at there. I don't even know where the logo, oh there it is. I thought the logo was pretty much wore off. There we go. Alright, we're going to shoot the center. So we're going to suck this up. I'll probably move the camera for the next shot here. I'm going to suck it up. You're going to push her down. We're going to hold for a second. We're going to just pull it out. Alright, so after that shot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand and we're just going to push these down. Oh, I already had them pushed down, didn't I? Nope. There you go. Just give a little force. Sometimes you might have to open these clamps up to get those to push down, but once they're pushed down, you're good to go. you open it up and you're ready for the tail section. So what I'm going to do after this is I'm actually going to go ahead and show you how to shoot a single color as well in this. So give me a second. I'm just going to add we're just going to make some chartreuse 2-inch just for grins. And but yeah, so what we're going to wind up doing is we're going to wind up putting the chartreuse on both sides. So the center is the bodies, the sides are the tails. It's been a while, so forgive me. Forgive me for not doing this like I usually do. I'll have to get the camera set back up and all that fun stuff, but bear with me. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. So we're going to stir that up. That is Chartreuse X. One of the better chartreuses I've shot before, so we're going to get rid of this. So those of you guys who I've seen a lot of questions about like people's stuff getting jammed. It's not getting jammed. That's just the way that this works. Once you sucker out, it's going to harden up. That's how it makes your baits there. All right, so we're going to suck it up. So I like to get it nice and hot, and then I like to hold a little pressure. So we're going to push down. It's not a lot. I like to hold a little pressure. So this is the part that usually flashes if you don't have these 2 bolts in. We're going to hold a little pressure. We're going to knock it off. Hold a little pressure. And that should be it. I will tune back in when she's ready to open. It shouldn't be but 30 seconds or so. And then after that, I'm going to show you guys how to shoot a single color with these bad boys. So it's a little bit different. We're going to have to throw some stuff inside there, but it's super easy if you guys just want to do 2-inch 1 colors or a laminate or whatever. So, yep, we'll get to that in just a short moment. All right, guys, we're back. It's nice and cooled off. I'm going to try to open this mold camera side out here. So what I like to do when I open this mold is put my hand actually, let's see if we can do this. We're going to open it up. So you can't get it to hold one side or the other. Okay, it looks like it's going to be this side. So what I like to do when I pluck this is I'm actually going to take my hand and I'm going to stick it right here, like next to the injection ports, right? And when I pull on it, yeah, let's see here. Let me move the camera over. Just going to kind of show you guys. I know this is not like my usual. Oh my gosh. Please stop it. Alright, so this is going to be like a raw live YouTube here. Anyway, so I like to take my hand and stick it right here. And then I will pull up on this. And what it'll allow me to do is pull this off the tails without ripping them from the body. So I'll do the same. I'll take my hand and I'll stick it right here. And I'll pull this off. So that way we got a clean pull. And this is what we just created. What do you guys think? Little weird tagger. It's not fire tagger. It's weird tagger. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go right into this. So single color shots, right? You want to make sure these are all pushed down, right? So that you have a whole body, no tails, no nothing. Make sure they're in there. And then you're going to take these bad boys. You're going to put them right back in. So if you guys want this mold, get this mold, what have you, what you want to do is just maybe keep one of these for a spare. Maybe make it out of a super hard material, or like a saltwater material, something like that. Probably work pretty well. And while we're doing this, I'm going to reheat this for another 30 seconds. We'll do 20. All right, so we're going to put this side in. Super easy stuff, guys. We're going to put that side in, and then yeah, just bear with me here. Just something to block those tail holes, right? So I know Fat Guys was maybe talking about making something, but I think it's worth it just to do it this way. Pretty easy. Once you put it, once you clamp it in, it'll be right. But that's what it'll look like, right? So just make sure the slides are not up. Make sure they're down. You get whole body shots out of this. Make sure the other side's the same way, like so. Make sure they're pushed down. And then you'll just line these bad boys up the best you can. They should go together fairly easy. If not, putting a little torque on them should be fine. We're going to do all this live and raw. All right, hold on one second here, guys. I'm going to change that camera angle once again. We're just screwing them 2 clamps on top. I don't want it to flash. We're going to put her back in here. I know this is not normal, but it's all right. It's not a clean YouTube video, but it's informational. So we're going to clamp this back up. Make sure these are pulled out. I did see one kind of... Oh, no. Make sure they're both down. Sorry, I misspoke. Make sure they're both down because that'll open everything up. I had to think about that, see? And then all we're going to do is we're just going to take it. We're going to shoot the middle, let it cool, and then we're going to pop it open. And we're going to pull them apart just like we did, and hopefully these inserts will stay. I'm not sure. This is the first time I'm doing it, so that's what was described to me, so hopefully it'll work. Again, Fat Guys Fishing 4-ounce injector is more than enough for this mold. Can you guys see it? Yeah, that's right. Anyway, Fat Guys Fishing 4-ounce injector, more than enough for this mold here. And you don't have to have like another mold, right? Like this is the best part about this is I don't have to insert the tails every time, and like that is the best part about having a slider mold. If you want like the great looks of any of your cool bait companies without having to dip the tail or to pull the tails off and then open the mold and then put them back in and then shoot them and then, you know, all that fun stuff. This takes away from everything. If you have 2 great cups set up, you can shoot nonstop. I mean, I think I shot, this is a 20 mold, and I think I shot 100 in less than like 5 minutes. I mean, it was pretty quick. I mean, the thing that took the longest was the cool time and kind of maybe reheating the plastic in there. But for the most part, I did it on a live. I can't remember when, but yeah. So then we're just going to push it. And that's pretty much it. We're going to top her off. You shouldn't have to top these off too much. They don't suck down. As far as I've seen, they don't suck down too much at all. So that'd be pretty much it. I'll come back in a few seconds. We'll check her out, open her up, close this out. And don't forget the Fat Guys Fishing code, STASH11. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So if you want to order this, go to fatguysfishing.com. And they'll be in the links in the comments and all that fun stuff. The colorant is from BP. The glitter from BP. They've got some really vibrant stuff. The only thing I caution you on, as far as this, like these fluoro glitters, is don't get that glitter too hot. If you get the glitter too hot, it's going to stain the plastic, and then it's going to lose its very bright fluorescent colors or vibrosity, whatever they call it. Anywho, so yep, we'll be back in a few seconds. All right, and we're back. We're going to learn together whether this is a blooper or not. I'm going to post this. It's going to suck if it doesn't come out because I'm going to look like a complete jackass. But we'll see if it comes out. All right, so you basically get 2 for 1 in a mold. I like it. It's a lot easier, a lot simpler. If you're just a 2-part guy who doesn't do tails a lot, honestly, my point of view is go ahead and get the normal one, not the slider, because if you get the normal one, you can just do your laminates all the time and all that fun stuff. And then the only thing that would throw you off is if you had to do different colored tails, and that's where this awesome thing would come into play. But yeah, I'm gonna set this back over here. We're gonna demold. I'm gonna change the camera angle up. I feel like this is gonna be the best way to go about it. That is my setup here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, forgive me. We're gonna have to, as I am doing this via staring at a damn phone. So here we go. So we're going to open her up. So here's the key to when I open stuff up. I just put my finger inside here, and then she opens right up. So there you go. That looks actually really good. So there you go. You got clean, solid-bodied ones. Now, what you'll do is, so if you just want to continue on the solid bodies, all you want to do is do the same thing, right? So basically do it in reverse. Just keep your hand on this. Flop these up. There we go. And there we go. And we should be able to shoot it one more time, but there you go. So we got solid body, beautiful chartreuse, guys. If you guys don't have it yet, baitplastics.com has Chartreuse X, and it is the most extreme chartreuse I've ever had. Comes in liquefied form. It's pretty much the only one I use to get good vibes out. So we'll go over this one more time. Yep, this is going to be a super raw one. I don't have my camera set up. All my shit's broken. It's fun. I am getting some cool stuff in. Shortly, we'll be doing other styles of bait making. But anyway, that's beside the point. So this is what we made today. Right, look at that. So What I suggest on these two, like we can pull in the tail right now, but I suggest a minimum of 48-hour dry time on these. I promise you, you will love your life if you do it. I tried the under 24. I went out and fished, and they held, but not as good as I would want them to. So if you wait the 48 hours, I guarantee you're going to get some great holds to that. And then we got the solid body. Look at there. Solid body bait. Not a problem. The next time I do a slider mold, it's going to be with the 4-inch fatty grub, or the 4-inch fatty swim bait. Just going to hang these up real quick, and then we can chit-chat about what we did today. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, again, always ask. Don't feel like a dummy. The only dumb questions are the ones you don't ask. So, let me go over what we got today. We'll kind of go through it real fast. All right, the 2-inch Stinger. I think it's a BA Stinger slider mold. You'll find it in their shoot from tail section. Right, there's the slider mold. You get 2 sides. Remember, first shot is with them up, both of them, and then shoot the center, push down, and shoot the 2 outsides, and you got a different color tail. I mean, and then if you want to, remember, if you want to shoot just a solid body, make sure you got these in there, just like so. Make sure it is closed up, so you have a clear view of the tail there, and the whole body doesn't look all distorted. And then you will just shoot it. Shoot it whatever color you want. You can laminate it. You can do all that fun stuff. The colors we use today are going to be Chartreuse. Chartreuse X. Oh, it is backwards on that. We had to work on my cameras. So Chartreuse X, Fluoro Orange Glitter, Fluoro Green Glitter. BP242 is what I got. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for all that. I'm sorry it's been so long. We will be doing a lot of reviews, a lot of different stuff. Maybe we'll even do a shop walkthrough if you guys hit that like button, that share button, all that fun stuff. Subscribe. I'm going to start doing at least once a week, do a new mold. I got plenty of them. And we can do colors if you guys want colors. I am going to do a color review here shortly, probably on the fatty, just because certain companies sent me some color to review, so I'm going to review it, and we're going to have fun doing it. So I appreciate you guys, and stay tuned. Thank you.